People call me a LeBron hater. Respect. I don't hate LeBron. But I'm not a fan. But you know, it is what it is. LeBron's not even my top 5 GOATs. I don't put my GOATs in order because there's a lot to consider. My GOATs of basketball, my top 5 GOATs, when it comes to just purely skill and attitude and everything. Shaq, KD, and this one I don't really like to say it, but you gotta really consider it. Stephen Curry. Definitely Bill Russell. And I don't even gotta watch him play. You know, you don't gotta be around just to know someone to go. But come on now, Bill Russell, look at the rings. And I wasn't a Kobe fan, but probably Kobe. And here's the thing. And Dame is in my top 10 GOATs. LeBron's not in my top 15 GOATs. And I know people are like, all right, now that's OD, but you gotta hear me out. But that's just what it is. And you know, but I wanted to really talk about, as I'm playing 2K, how the NBA has disorganized the mindsets of the young hooper. Now, I'm gonna give everybody their props. Shout out all the young hoopers that's under the age of 20 that made it to the NBA or on their way or on their path to the NBA, the 19-year-olds. Shout out to OTE. Shout out to EYBL. Shout out to whoever else it is for the high school level hoopers. Shout out to all of y'all for paving the way for these young guys, giving them the opportunity on one of the highest scouting, whatever you guys want to call it, groups on the planet, giving them the opportunity to be scouted. It's not every day that you run into Coach K while you're in layup lines, so respect to them. 100% respect to those coaches. Respect, complete respect. But it's not just about that. I feel like this generation of basketball players I don't feel like they understand the grind. It's a specific grind I think every hooper should go through. Respectfully, but our generation won't go through that because it's not prioritized anymore. The priorities now is getting to the league and being in the league. What I would hate to see though is this for all these young hoopers to make the league and turn out to be 11 point per game hoopers. I would hate to see that. Not saying that's the scenario, but in all reality, this is the reality we gotta face. A lot of these young guys are gonna get to the league or have been drafted or gonna ride the bench or just be summer league hoopers all year long, and that's just what it's going to be. I feel like the NBA has run the true skill-based process. I feel like the NBA has completely, there's people in college better than the #1 draft in his draft. And, shout out Victor Wembanyama for being the #1 pick in the draft. There is probably 3 or 4 guys in college right now that are better than the top 5 picks in the draft, in my opinion. There probably is. I don't really watch college basketball, but in all reality, this is what we gotta consider. This is what we gotta consider. The NBA has ruined it. You can't go from out there straight out of high school to the NFL. You could take semi-pro. You could do everything else, find a route, but chances are, this is what we gotta consider. The NBA and the NFL are totally different. The NBA scouts are looking at EYBL, OTE, high school, Sierra Canyon. They looking at everybody. They're looking at freshmen that average 6 points a game. They're looking at every little person there is. Guys who average 11, 3, and 6 in college, which necessarily isn't bad numbers depending on your position. But guys who literally have not put up magnificent numbers, the NBA is looking at them and saying, this is... Well, NBA teams, not the NBA, are looking at them and saying, this is who we want in the draft. Completely negating the process of actual, a lot of these guys who are in the league. Guys like Dame and Curry and LeBron, well, take that back, we'll say LeBron. Guys like Dame, Curry, guys like Big Diesel, guys, and I can't even say Kobe either, but, I feel like Kobe has maintained a GOAT status in regards to the championships and his value as a player. You put Kobe on any team, they'll thrive. You can't throw LeBron on any team nowadays. We've seen what his super team Lakers have done. But yeah, and I feel as though the league has just ruined that for young hoopers. They've ruined the whole entire process of success. That's a reality I think we all gotta face as NBA fans, sports fans in general. The process has officially been ruined. It's nothing that can be done. There is no longer a process to making it to the league. It's just you make it or you don't, Like, it's so many high-value, skilled players in a college, that didn't get drafted. Because of maybe some young guys being prioritized. And, that ain't nothing. I mean, it is what it is, but... There's some guys that didn't get an opportunity because well, let's be real, them high school hoopers. And, I ain't mad at them because they successful, and that's that. You winning. But at the end of the day, a lot of people have not been through the process, the true process in the league. And I feel like that's probably what's going to make it so hard for these young guys, because the last thing a lot of these NBA players want to see is somebody who's fresh out of high school taking a starting spot. I've been in this league for 4 years, and the coach is going to prioritize what he saw going on against Billy Joe and John and them. He thinks that's the blueprint. for what we got going here. And they gonna hate it, you know. They gonna hate it. And I feel like it's all a part of the process, though. You know. Time, I feel like we're in a position now where we can realistically say time will tell when it comes to this basketball tip, man, that the league is on. I don't know what it is. I'm not hating, but I'm gonna just say time will tell. I think it'll be very clear and obvious which guys were worth the hype. But right now, reality, you know, let it set in. I don't think time is in favor of these guys in the league, in my opinion. Time is not gonna be nobody's best friend, in my opinion. So, we'll see. Like I said, time will tell, but I do think some guys deserve it more than others. And I feel like that's my rightful opinion, you know. But, like, I truly would hate to see the failure of some of these vets who are like getting back off injury, or guys like Victor Oladipo who have opportunities. I'm not sure if he's on the team right now. I haven't been up on my NBA research since the season ended, but you know, guys like Vic and guys like Bobby Portis and Chris Middleton, those are the type of guys that are like gonna get pushed aside if they don't stay where they at, because NBA got picky. They think the younger the better. Sooner or later, our NBA games aren't going over 87 points. Sooner or later, we will not see a flashy fast break dunk. Sooner or later, we won't see games, high-scoring games, like 125 versus 127. We won't see that because they're negating the process of success. They're negating the process of skill just to solely focus on these younger hoopers. And you know, like I said, respect to them because they putting in the work and they grinding just as hard as maybe everyone else. Maybe.
I'm not 70. What you mean? I don't know.
But in all reality, college hoopers are getting the backhand. They getting the back end of the stick because they're prioritizing these young hoopers out of high school. NBA scouts are visiting colleges, but they rather go see some overtime hooping session. I respect it. You know, you do as you please. But I feel bad for these college athletes, and I like how the NFL is different. NFL has the USFL, the XFL. They have semi-pro leagues. They got Canadian football leagues. There's a plethora of leagues that they can go to get what they want. And I feel as though that reality set in. The NBA needs, but unfortunately, their semi-pro or pro leagues don't contain full-grown adults. Theirs contain guys who just got out of math class and turned around and was in the NBA the next day. You literally just finished doing your finals paper. What are you doing in the NBA? We literally were just in class here. Why are you trying to go to the NBA? That's what I want to say. Now, people want to know why I'm a LeBron hater. I'm not a hater. I'm just one of those guys that refuse to support the crap I feel like a lot of LeBron stuff consists of crap. The flopping, just making a super team and then pretending like it's not on you when they don't succeed. You know, do I think LeBron influences some front office decisions? Who knows? I hate to be that guy that be like, yeah, he does it, and then he on Twitter, oh, LOL. People really think I influence the front office. I guess the GM is in full effect. One of them corny tweets that them like 36-year-old white dudes with like low cuts and half of a beard repost on their stories, or they're hyping up in their Instagram tag as their first name underscore their last name, and it's the date of their birthday as the end of their tag. Anyway, you know, I don't know what he does, and I don't care. But you know, I just feel like this LeBron stuff is getting overrated. The thing with Enes Cancer, I feel like that was real weird of him. You're supposed to be all big and bad, right, LeBron? Then why did you feed into the nonsense? And then reality sets in. You talk about the people's GOAT, you put them on the spot, things happen. NBA blackballed him. He got a bounty on his head. He's banned from countries. He got to stay in a hotel so they know where to stay at. They want him dead because he said words. It's crazy. It's crazy how his whole life changed up over a few words and wanting the freedom of his pops. Anyway, that's just what it is. I don't blame LeBron for that, but reality is Nike and the league had a bit of an issue with somebody who was doing pretty good for themselves in the league. If you realistically look at it, when was the last time LeBron had 30 rebounds? Anyway, he obviously was doing good for the league, for himself in the league, because he was able to find a more successful season as the successful team as the season went by. I don't feel like he was a team hopper. Reality, but that said, he was a bench player who was receiving a starting role in Portland. So, but he felt like he was still a high value asset to the league. Anyway, that, and then the thing with LeBron, and the stuff he just says, the way he acts, people, they have the utmost respect for LeBron in the league, and I don't see it. This guy constantly, disregards people. If you think about it, do you think LeBron and Draymond Green would be able to get along if reality, let it set in? If Draymond Green wasn't a fan of LeBron's work, a fan of LeBron in general, he knows what it's like to probably get dunked on by LeBron. He knows what it's like to get cooked by LeBron. He knows what it's like to lose to LeBron. So all he has to do is admire him completely, respectfully, not on the weird tip. And I feel like reality let it set in. If LeBron did not like Draymond, or Draymond didn't respect LeBron as much as he does, because it's clearly increasing LeBron. Do we really think that Draymond Green and LeBron James would be bumping heads on the court? Let that settle. But that's just my idea perspective. Things like that, But I feel like a lot of these guys don't even like LeBron, but being on the good side of someone that the league continues to call the king, which is weird. I guess that helps their success in many ways. But who knows? Honestly, because if we sat here and looked at it, being on the good side of the most loved player in the league. But low key, one of the most, like, people are offended. People don't want to call him the GOAT. Well, there's a lot of things that older guys respect, and Jordan fans respect. A lot of them don't respect that. Well, not respect. They don't like the fact that it was so easy for LeBron. They feel like guys like MJ paved the way for guys like LeBron. Younger guys coming in to the NBA and being successful out the jump, something like that. I feel like MJ paved the way for that. Give that guy a chance, kind of, my mindset. But they really don't like, and I'll tell you what it is. What they don't like is that a lot of them don't like that he didn't go through the process.
You can't get that one to fall. Probably should have scored there.
And it's a plethora of hoopers that didn't go through the process. Now, I feel like there's two separate processes that are respected by older guys. Those who play pro or semi-pro in other countries and then get drafted. Those who go through the college process. And I feel like that's practically it. They don't really like these guys coming straight out of high school. Me personally, I'm not a fan of it too. I feel like they're completely negating the process. There's so many people who focused on having a great GPA 2 or 3 years ago and put in as much work as these high school hoopers in the off season to make it to college. Meanwhile, this guy's that's just working out in the gym with their homies, or playing against some of the few supposed top scouts in the country, EYBL and OTE, that may or may not have worked as hard as that college hooper that got a straight access to the league. Meanwhile, those guys who worked their whole entire life towards making it to college, then going to the NBA, don't get that same straight up experience as those who are the young hoopers and have made it to the league. I feel like the league has completely influenced the negation of the process. Which is cool. It's fine. Reality got to set in though for these NBA fans.
As you say, he just wants to come away with the W. And Toronto has possession after the basketball Washington.
But, it is what it is. Shout out to all these young guys that went from being in the same grade as me to making $1 million on a contract. Success is, something that you can only talk and write about from the outside looking in. Anyways, NFL season coming up. I'm pretty excited. I'm still worried about how I'm going to be watching that, but being in college and trying to focus on my classes. The reality is, I won't even be able to make it to none of my favorite team games,
Going to give you more double-doubles than Jonas Valanciunas. And as his career goes on,
Me?
only gets more of them.
I'm better than Jonas Valanciunas, dude.
He hits the second from the line. Spinning in terms of numbers. Valanciunas has been good for a double-double in 2 out of every 3 games the past few years.
2 out of 3 games. I'm good for a double-double in every game.
Not just Can you believe that's their first turnover? Good ball security has really helped them build this league. And that's how you defend. Glad we had a chance to see a replay of that.
Yeah. Where Pokushevsky at, man? Don't run now. You have to kill your teammate.
And we've got 1:18 left
I gotta get there fast so I can get the charge. That was so close. Alright, Scotty Barnes. Let me give you a little bit of a... Oh my gosh. Ooh. Ref, that should have been a check on me. That shouldn't have beat him that bad.
It helps them make a positive impact out on the court. And it also keeps the bench fired up.
Yeah, I'm just not a LeBron fan. There's nothing that can be done to change my mind. There's nothing that he can do. And he probably don't care. But reality is, I just hate the GOAT talk. Stop calling him the GOAT. MJ is more of a GOAT than him, mine.
If this quarter is any indication, he's not going to be the guy to turn his game around in their favor.
He turned the ball over. I was going to the corner to get a shot. What is this, Lou Jensen's Dort? Who this? This Precious a chew, maybe. Okay. Give me a chance, huh?
Here's the break.
Hey!
Couldn't get stops against him unless you give an effort.
Bet.
11 seconds left in the first half of this one. With 4 on the clock. Second chance effort. And the shoe of the lay-in. Credit their discipline. They've been working for high percentage shots.
I was trying to get the ball. I was trying to foul him or something.
Leading by 17.
I don't know how many fouls we had.
Get the third quarter started. Scoreboard. The second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. Here's Toronto ball. Trailing by 17.
Ain't a backcourt. Oh, no. How come our block was a backcourt then?
So the game for Washington. And then the 3 spot. Let's check in with our quarter. Allie the fourth.
Y'all trash.
Y'all trash. He said it was like you got a max contract, but are you the guy? That's something I really struggle with. But there's still another level that I can get to, and I see myself as an all-star, and there's a lot more to unleash. Ryan?
Just now entering his prime, Allie. Thank you. Think back to those early
Rough. I feel it though.
Dinosaur. It was aimed at the kids. Yeah, of course. I mean, rather than win over the older hockey fans, they went after the younger generation. And now they're all grown up.
Let's try that on me again.
Nice rebound. Trying to match the other team's intensity right now. Here's the break. And the Wizards with another 3. Deep into the game, you rely on players like him to keep the
I ain't max out my 3 not to use it, man. Imagine maxing out your 3-pointer and not trying to use it. Another Klay Thompson move. I couldn't see the meter. I literally could not see the meter when I shot that. I couldn't find it. I thought it was gonna be on the right. I just went with my touch.
the triple.
What was it? What happened? What went down? Did I sell? No, I didn't sell. That was with my teammate. He sucks. What if I pulled up from the logo? Nah, Scotty on me too crazy.
Here's the break. He's guarded by Barnes.
Hey!
Did you guys see that? What an insane slam. Man, you gotta have some hang time to pull that off.
Hey!
Difficult situation for Toronto. And Toronto lost time here. Get hoping to tap into something that'll get them clicking.
Yeah, these guys need to work together as a team, as a unit. Try and carve off some easy buckets.
I know we're making a dunk contest this year. Trying to make as many threes as possible to make the three-point contest this year. All-star games, all that good stuff. Good move. I'm not really worried about my assist this year.
There's the three.
That's why I ain't really care. Rebounds, trying to get at least 10 a game.
Which is partly how they dug this hole.
And early in his career, Porzingis was the shot creator. You think he can get back to that, Grant?
Yeah, I need good teammate chemistry going into this trade. Trying to go to the Clippers. I think I can make it though.
Especially going to work inside. That 2021. Draft class.
Yeah, this guy's a bum. Scotty Barnes is my nephew in the league. Comprised, he's averaging 22. Alright, take over John. Snatchies, shot me. Come on, ref. That should have been.
And score. The sky is the limit for Scotty Barnes.
I'm moving over there, cuz.
And it was camped in the lane there.
Yeah.
It's so easy to get frustrated when you make mistakes. But you have to
I knew it was time for me to request a trade soon, because I seen Kobe White on the roster. And I think he was low-key wilding by adding him. Rich Davis.
Dominating when it matters most. Give him the ball and get out of the way.
Yeah, just trying to, shoot my way through this one. Yeah, I just be having a lot of 1 for 8, 1 for 7, 2 for 6 games. Trying to make up for him in some aspect.
Reason why it takes extra energy to do it. You have to trust your defensive rotations, but it's worth it.
Stamina low. I need to get taped. So let me play defense.
Out to the wing, back to Barnes. The three. Porzingis grabs the board.
Why didn't they make the switch?
Porzingis has got 7 rebounds in the game. Here's the break. He's guarded by Barnes.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna use this. Don't ever fight over this. Oh my god. The only thing about having a 55 team chemistry.
1:49 left to play in the third quarter of basketball.
Why did?
The Wizards have gone 5
You want it that bad, man? You're almost on your knees asking for the ball. God. You're not even a real player. That should have won it. That's alright. I'm gonna get my badges in check so I can make those. So, just trying to get through this game. Alright, Brick City. I look, he should have had takeover. That's a white dude with a black man face. Oh, I got 6 points to make.
The the Wizards shooting 61% for the game.
This Pokuševski. Eat this three, boy.
Then there's Alexei Pokuševski. Then there's Scotty Barnes. And it's Van Vliet in at the 1. So that's the 5 of the game for Toronto.
Yeah.
And we've heard a lot of coaches say, including Warriors coach Steve
He could drive. He could shoot. See, that could have been a block. That could have been a block. A little delayed. Yeah, that was close.
This is a problem and a concern, I think, for the league. You can go back 20, 30 years ago, stars played every night when available. Now you're not seeing that with the workload and the back-to-back and the concern with players and their safety and the amounts of money they make over their contracts. 72 games is a possibility.
I ain't had an 8 3-pointers made game in a minute, but I definitely had an 8 3-pointers attempted game.
Free throw line jumper. Porzingis grabs the board.
Court. We know I need 10 rebounds per game. Hey, give me some space.
Out left to the wing.
Alright, this should go
Beyond
in.
the arc. Yeah, another bucket. And he's been dominant so far in this one. Shouldering the offense. Really taking it to the opposition. Trying to find a spark here. Yes, indeed. A rough stretch offensively. They could really use a basket.
Need a redo. I only can get a block. Yeah, work it.
It's deflected.
Wait, hit me.
There's the lob.
Oh, man.
The alley-oop attempt.
Let it fly. It's about to.
And it's Washington the other way. Pass to Davis.
Thank you. Okay.
Barnes has got 6
Yeah,
rebounds.
one time here has clearly come to a obvious end.
Van Vliet
Just a
outside.
little bit of defense.
Here's Pokuševski. Greg, when you see players make that leap from star to superstar, think about guys like Giannis and Jason Tatum. I mean, what is that step like? You did it. Well, it's interesting. You know, you come into the league and you have success right away, but at some point, everything just clicks. It could be year 4, year 5, year 6, usually in that window where now you figure things out and now you take that next step and become elite. Now, BA, you know, I'm hoping that things start to click with me in my golf game. It's been about 4 or 5 years there, too. Superstar status is not the cards for you.
My foot
He's getting it
slipped.
done offensively, making winning plays at every turn. Fourth quarter keeps moving along. 3 minutes gone by now. Van Vliet pass to Barnes. Back to Van Vliet. Pass to Achua. Shot clock at 6. To win the drought. Rebound Washington. You have to credit their effort, man. They've done an amazing job on the glass. Here's the break. Off target from outside.
How we gonna do dirty with the clothes off?
Defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots.
How we gonna do dirty off when we close off?
You gotta love the finish. Bringing it down with some attitude.
Here's screen.
Here's the break. The shot. And that one off the back of the rim and in. Absolutely.
Oh, was it
He's
two?
not about to start showing mercy now.
Expanding upon this lead, trying to close it out. He's really stepped up.
Fires to the 3. Offensive rebound. Achua can't hit. Washington's gotten 3 threes to fall out of 4 attempts here in the 4th. Pass to Davis. There's a minute 40 left to play in the 4th quarter. He buries it from 3. They are unconscious from outside. And so far, the defense has had no answer.
You know what? They talked about this at halftime, and they're doing a better job of creating space.
Now here's Achua. Well, the scoreboard tells you everything you need to know about this one. A great showing here for the Wizards. And everything seemed to go their way today. They were firing on all cylinders, Grant. Yeah, BA, this was the kind of performance you relish as a player. win, they tallied up a total of 6 wins on the year. And having this win on the books might give them a little mental advantage the next 2 times these squads meet. And what a huge performance it was for the Green.
Hard not to be impressed by what he did tonight. He was aggressive, he was efficient, and the defense had no answer.
Back to Bentley, pass to Barnes. Achua inside, working on Hachimura. Oh, it's stolen by Hachimura! Here's the break. 27 seconds left in the game. Good! Another from 3. He's been on the money from deep, definitely. Looking to shoot as much as possible. Outside Barnes. Pass to Bukashevsky. Rebound by the Wizards. Here's the break. The 3 is up. The shot comes out. And so is Washington easily grabbing this one. A statement road victory. So impressive. Statement indeed, NBA. It wasn't in enemy territory. They controlled the game and took the crowd completely out of it. That's how you win on the road. And that'll do it, folks. For Steve Smith, Grant Hill, and Allen Force, I'm Brian Anderson. Thank you for watching this 2K Sports coverage of the NBA. So long, everybody.
A cold cigarette to ease the pain.
It's getting a little too easy, man. I think I'm gonna drop out of the league, man. And I don't know, I might retire. I just need more rings than LeBron. Then I'm gonna retire. Bet you I can get it in 4 years, too. It's so hard winning a championship. It's like an 80 overall, because everybody trash. Including you or your team, so we knew the trade was going back to the Warriors.
Eliminating any agencies. I know conservatives in the past have talked about.
Just watch and listen to Brady. Watch. Look, he sees it. Once Fournette motions out, safety comes down, safety's down at the ball. Just do the numbers 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Brady knows it's 0. He's talking to Gronk. This is a check at the line of scrimmage. He's telling him, hey, slip. What he's telling him to do is, this guy's got Gronk in man, essentially. Once Gronk sets, he can pressure. Then it becomes DeMarcus Lawrence's responsibility. This is so good. Tom checked it. He saw the 0 blitz. Watch it again. Listen to Tom talk. Look at him.
This is awesome. So this is how they edge the curbs on the side of the streets. So they add the cement here.